Hey y'all, it's Parker with Shiny Pigeon Games. I'm just here to give you guys a quick playthrough video of Packing Party. I'm going to be doing the solo mode so you can see what that looks like. I'll also be using the advanced sheet to show you guys how that shape selection works. But yeah, so quick overview. Packing Party is a print and play game. So all you need to do is download the files, print out the sheet, and grab a couple of things. You'll need 6 dice, 1 extra if you're playing solo mode, but if you're playing multiplayer, you don't need this extra one. But you'll need some dice, and then you'll need 6 markers of different colors. These are the colors that we specifically recommend because they match what's on the sheets already. But if you have different colors that you want to use or don't have access to all of these colors, you can substitute. So if I didn't have purple and I had like pink, I could just color in the purple icon with the color I'm substituting it for. But yeah, so in the game, you are going to be packing boxes with different household items. Each of the colors corresponds to a specific type of item. So the red ones are knickknacks that go in the attic. Orange is toiletries that go in the bathroom. Green is clothing, which goes in the bedroom, etc. So yeah, a quick idea of what we're doing is we'll be drafting these items and then drawing the shapes into our boxes. In solo mode, you're simply going to be playing 5 rounds. If you were playing multiplayer, it would be the end of the game would trigger when somebody has labeled their 3rd box. But we'll go over all of that as we're playing. No need to do like a full rules teach. You'll pick it up pretty quick watching it in action. So yeah, let's go ahead and get set up. Roll those in just a minute here. But first, since we're playing advanced mode, we need to determine our shapes. So I'll pop it up on screen with the little chart that I'm using, which is found in the rule book. But you're going to take one of the dice, which I guess I'll just use the special solo dice for this. You're going to roll it for number 1. If it is an even number, it'll be the shape in the right-hand column, or if it's an odd number, it'll be the shape in the left-hand column. And I'm just going to use this black marker here to fill these in. So for number 1, I got an odd number. So that will be this L shape. So now anytime I draft a 1, that is the shape that I'm going to draw. Roll for number 2. It is even. So the right-hand column. So that'll be this shape. Roll for number 3. It is also even. So we'll get the right-hand column. That is this bigger L shape. Roll for number 4. It's even, which is this T shape. Roll for number 5. It's odd, so that is the left-hand column. And we'll roll for number 6, which is odd, so left-hand column. Alrighty, so that is how you set up advanced mode. You just go through each of the numbers and get your shapes. So let's go ahead and get the rest of the game set up. We're going to roll our 6 dice and then randomly place them with the markers. And now I typically recommend using all of the same color dice, but I've also seen some folks, they'll get dice that match each of the colors. So it just makes it easier when you roll them out. You know, the red dice goes with the red marker, etc. But not everybody has access to all of those different colored dice. So I typically tell folks, if you've got all of one color, that's the best way to go. But yeah, so now that the item row is set up, in solo mode, you lose one of the items immediately at the start of each round. So this will be the first round. I'm going to mark a little tally up here to keep track. So I'm going to roll this dice, and that corresponds to 1, 2, 3, 4. So I lose the blue marker to start with. So I'm just going to set that Okay, so the way that drafting in solo mode works is on your turn, you can take one of the available items. You can take any of them that you choose, but there's going to be a automated removal. So since we're doing our moving day, we've got some hired help that's coming along to help us with the packing process. So they're going to grab one of the markers based off of what we take. So if you take a item, like if I was to take the purple 2, it would remove the number to the right because it's even. If I was to take an odd number, it would remove the item to the left. So let's just do a quick round to show you what I mean by all of that. That is a lot of 2s. Oh my goodness, who rolled this? Oh, yeah, I'm on camera, so I always forget a few things. I need to roll to determine special powers. I forgot to do that. So we're going to remember that these 3 dice were 2s. We're going to use these to determine our special actions. If you roll duplicate numbers, they get re-rolled. Duplicate number gets re-rolled. 1, 3, and 6. So 1, 3, and 6 are the special actions that we will not be using this game. So wild card, shuffle, and inserts. Okay, and then we'll put these back where they were. You're supposed to do that before you set up the item row, but yeah, that's my bad. Always nervous when I have the camera out. So I'm going to go ahead and take this red 3, and since I'm taking it from here and it's an odd number, it gets rid of the item to the left. Since it's the end of the row, it wraps around, so black 2 is removed. All right, so now that I've drafted this red 3, I can draw it into one of my shapes. I'm going to draw it into this box here. Alrighty, and it removed the black 2, so it's back to me. I am going to take the orange 2, which removes the item to its right, so green 2 is gone. And I'm just going to color this in, continue on this box. Alright, and then I get the last item of the round. Where do I want to put this? I'm actually going to use one of my special powers. I know it's a little early in the game to start using the special powers, but I think I've got a good idea of what to do with this. So I'm going to use Disassemble, which lets me split the shape that I draw this round or this turn into 2 pieces. So since I'm drawing this guy, I'll get 2 individual squares. So I'm going to do them here and here. Now I've got a plan for this, and I hope it doesn't bite me. So now that all of the items have been drafted, both the ones that I've taken and the ones that the automated helpers have taken, we're going to reset the row. So you'll just put the items back in color order. Now this is pretty important to remember to put them in the proper order that matches the item row here, because as you're drafting, it depends on what you're taking, what else gets removed. So just be mindful of making sure that the row is in the proper order. We're going to reset these dice. A lot of 5s. Okay. All right, so we go ahead and lose one of the items. Roll number 4 again. It does not want me to have blue, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Blue is removed. This dice goes away. And I'll mark another tally up here to remind me that I am on round 2 of 5. Alrighty, so I got some of the things that I needed for my plan. Let's go ahead and start on another box though. You've got to be mindful when you're taking items not to unfortunately eliminate one that you wanted. So your order on this is pretty important. So I'm going to take red 1, which removes the item to its left, which is this black 5. And I'm gonna stick that over here. Okay. Then I'm going to take the orange 3, which removes to the left, which is wraps around to the purple 5. So orange 3, I'm gonna stick that over here. Okay, and then all that's left is the green 5, which is what I really wanted because that is gonna go right here. So what I'm hoping for with this is to get a number 6 in a different color than what's already in there. So not green, purple, orange, or red. That way I can have 5 unique colors in that one and score higher. So that is the end of the round. We'll reset the item row. We'll roll the solo dice to see what gets removed. We are losing 2, so orange 6. That is fine. That's not what I needed anyway. We'll use that marker to write that it's our 3rd round. Yeah, let's just take the black 6, which gets rid of the red 2. Black 6 goes right in here perfectly. Okay, so this is the 3rd round. I'm gonna go ahead and label this box. So to label a box, you're going to draft an item. So I'm gonna draft this green 4. Since it's a 4, it's gonna remove the one to the right, so this blue 5 is gone. But yeah, so to label, I drafted green. So to label with a green marker, that's going to put that box to the bedroom, which is going to score it for green. So when you label a box, it has to be at least 50% full. So I couldn't label this box since it's not 50% full. I'm going to go ahead and label this guy for green. So you'll just write the room that it's going in. What this does is it closes this box. So if it still had room in it, I wouldn't be able to add anything else to it. But since I'm labeling it during the game, I get this early bonus. And I'll pop this up on the screen in case it's hard to read down here. The early bonus gives you 10 points minus the number of empty squares. So since I've got it completely full, I get 10 points minus 0, so 10. Which is pretty juicy. That's why I did the disassemble earlier to try to pop that purple in half to make it so that everything fit perfectly. So 10 points, pretty juicy. The label bonus is going to be the color of the label times the number of that color. So I've got 5 green squares, so I'll get 5 points for labeling it green. And then this last one is colors. So this is the number of unique colors you have in your in that box. So I have black, green, purple, orange, and red. So I have 5 unique colors, which is going to score me 12 points. So this one is going to be 17 plus 10 for the early bonus, so 27 points for this guy. Okay. So you can play the game 2 different ways with the scoring. You can either stop and score it immediately when you label it, or you can just wait until the end of the game and score all 3 of your boxes at once. Doesn't really matter. I like to do it during the game just so I can see what my progress is. So yeah, that is how you label a box. So now it is the final turn of this round. I get the purple 2. And 2 is that shape, so where where do I want to put it? I think I'll just go ahead and put it here. Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and reset. Oh, this desk is too small. Okay, so we'll go ahead and roll the solo dice. Number 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Black is gone. Alrighty, and this is round 4. So I am not making a ton of progress because I haven't even started on this box over here, and it's already round 4, so I need to kind of hustle. Yes, this is a really strong box with 27 points, but it's not going to carry the entirety of the game for me, because I'm currently have 0 in this in this box over here. So let's see what we can do. Okay, we're gonna take this blue 4. Yeah, take the blue 4, and put it here. So the blue 4 was right here, so it's an even number, so it removes the one to its right. So the purple 5 is gone. We'll go ahead and take the red 5, which removes to its left, which is the green. So red 5, I'm gonna put that here. Okay. Alrighty, and then orange 3 is the last one I've got. So I will just stick that here. Alright. Reset the row and start the final round. Alrighty, let's see what gets removed. Number 2, orange. Okay. I'm gonna draft the red 3, and I'm going to use double up. So double up allows me to draft an item and use it twice. So I'm going to draw this red 3 in here. Just like this. And then for the second use, I'm going to label with it. So red is for the attic. So I'm going to label this box for the attic. It is early, so I get 10 points minus the number of empty squares, so those 2, so I'll get 8 points for delivering it, or for labeling it early. The label bonus is for red, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red squares in there. So that is 8 points. And then I have red, orange, purple, and blue, so 4 unique colors, which is 7 points. So 23 total. All right, 15, yeah, 23. Not the best box, but still pretty good. Alrighty, so I took the red 3, so that removes to the left, which is this black 1. I'll take the purple 3, which removes to the left. All right, and then the last one I've got is this green 3. And I do have Copycat, so I am gonna go ahead and use that. But I'm gonna go ahead and put in the 3 first real quick. So the green 3. Goes there. And then, so Copycat allows me to draft an item and draft an item taken by another player. So I drafted my green 3, and then the remaining ones that were drafted by the automated player, I have these 3 available. This is 5. So what I could do here is I could use one of them to label the box and get the early bonus. So I would get 10 minus 8, so that's only 2 points for the early bonus, which isn't great. Or I could just add in one of these colors and actually draw it in the grid, which would give me another unique color, which gives me more points than I would get from the early bonus. So let's go ahead and just do this blue 2, and we will just draw it in here. Perfect. Alrighty, and those were just the other items taken by the automated player. So that is the end of the game. That is the end of the 5th round. So I already scored these 2 boxes. I just need to finish up scoring this one. So let's just move this stuff out of the way. And I'll just use this black marker to score. So I did not get the early bonus, because to get the early bonus, you have to label it during the game. However, at the end of the game, you do still get to label any of your boxes that are not finished yet. So I'm going to label it. I'm actually not going to use black because that'll be confusing. I'll label it with the orange. So orange is for the bathroom. So I do not get the early bonus, so 0 for that. But I do still get to score for the amount of toiletries in there. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4 orange spaces. So 4 here. And I have orange, red, purple, green, and blue. So I have 5 unique colors, which scores me 12 points for that. So not a very good box, but could have been worse. So that is 16 points for that box there. So we'll go ahead and add up our total. We've got 27 plus 23, which is 50, plus 16, which is 66. So let's see what that looks like on the chart. So anything in the 60s scores for a fair filler. So I did okay at filling my boxes. So you really want to optimize as you're playing to try to get as high as you can. I think the upper range is like the 80s and 90s. So really tough to pull off within 5 rounds, but I've seen it happen. So that is Packing Party Moving Day. I hope you enjoyed checking out the solo mode. It typically goes a little bit faster when you're not narrating to a camera, so it's a pretty snappy game. But if this looks like something that would interest you, if you like polyominoes, if you like something a little bit puzzly to relax with, definitely pick it up. You can check us out at shinypigeongames.com. Until next time.